Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today we are going to check and test out the Reolink RLC-823S1. This is their redesigned 823A camera. Now there is also the 823S2, which is their version with a 16x optical zoom. And this S1 only has 5x. And I'll talk more about the zoom, or generally the optical zooms in security cameras later on, because their use is not for what you think it is. I will link down below my videos for the older 823A and also for the 823A 16x, which are the older versions of these cameras. This is also a sponsored video by Reolink, and they sent this RLC 823S1 to me to be checked out. So thank you Reolink, and thank you for sponsoring this video. I will, however, test this camera the same way I test all other cameras that I review in this channel. Now this is a wired IP, PoE, NVR behemoth of a security camera. Also, there is a Wi-Fi version of this. This is a pan, tilt, and zoom camera and can pan 360 degrees and tilt 90 degrees. It has motion tracking and records in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 25 frames per second. The widest field of view is 100 degrees horizontal and 55 degrees vertical. It has 5x optical zoom and can zoom in up to 31 degrees horizontal and 17 degrees vertical. It has spotlights for color recording at night and also has infrareds for black and white infrared night vision. Reolink advertises this to have 3D zoom technology, which we will talk about later. This is a Reolink, no subscription needed. It records motion events or continuously 24/7 locally to a microSD card inserted onto the camera itself, up to a 256GB card, and or to Reolink's NVR. This is weatherproof with an IP66 rating and compatible with Google and Amazon devices. Inside the box, you will get some paperwork and the camera itself, which definitely has weight to it, all metal. We have the mic and the big ol' lens, spotlights, infrared LEDs here. On the back, we have the speaker and a screwed-in cover for the microSD card slot and the reset switch. As to the connections, we have an Ethernet port, which is PoE, or directly to the NVR for a one-cable connection, or to your router or non-PoE switch, but you have to power it up separately, 12 volts DC. It also comes with a waterproof lid, a short Ethernet cable, a steel cable to help you install this, and also comes with a power adapter if you go with a non-PoE connection to your network. 12 volts, 2 amps. To install, it is set up for a wall install, but you can also install this under the eaves as long as it is supported, because this is a heavy camera. But you can unscrew this and unscrew this other 3 screws, and also unscrew this one inside. And now you can pivot this short arm to straighten it out like so. Screw it back in, and now you can install this horizontally or in a ceiling. I'll install this in a wall though, but what you do is keep the mount disassembled and hook the cable to the mount and the other side on the camera itself, so that you'll be able to screw in the mount without the camera in the way. And I'll also insert a microSD card to where I will store the recordings for this testing. Using the included template, I'll mark the screw holes and screw in the top 2 screws first, not all the way in. I'll plug in the Ethernet cable from my PoE switch, which in turn is connected to my network, and I'll hang the mount onto the screws. Then I can screw in the bottom screws and also tighten the top screws. Push in the extra cable and insert the camera to the mount and screw it in using the 3 short machine screws. And now I can remove the steel cable. And time to set this up. Open up the Reolink app, and if your phone is connected to your network and you have toggled to on add devices automatically, then just go to your cameras list and scroll down and you will see an uninitialized device. Click on it. Create a device password. Name the camera, and it should be set up. Let's check these settings in the app. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the camera. Click on it, and it is ready in live view. You can pause it, listen in, take a snapshot, or record a live view. Change the live view's quality from fluent, balanced, or clear, and I keep it in balanced. And you can expand the view. On the bottom here, you can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. PTZ controls. Tracking is on, and you can see that it is tracking my dog. And you can manually control to pan to the left, tilt up, tilt down, and to the right. You can also manually zoom in. You can adjust the speed of the panning. And auto is this where the camera will pan 360 degrees. This camera, by the way, like the older 823A, has no hard stops, meaning it can literally pan 360 degrees continuously, unlike others that has a hard stop and has to pan the other way to complete the rotation. We have the monitor or guard point, which you can set to which position the camera defaults to, and you can set after how many seconds after tracking that it will go back to the home position. You can also set preset positions, up to 64 presets. It also has a patrol mode, and you can set up to 16 presets per patrol. You can also manually trigger the siren or turn on the spotlights. Settings, and I'll show you in display, stream, clear. It is recording in 4K and frame rate max of 25, and it is also the default. I maxed out the bitrate and set the frame rate to constant. All the other settings are the same as other Reolink cameras, but I'll show you in detection alarm. It has the auto tracking, and you can set which you want to track, person, vehicle, and or pets. And you can also set the tracking range. You can also schedule it, and also set the time when it stops tracking. Also in camera recording, you can set it to record motion events and which type or all of them, and also you can set it to record continuously. As to the notifications, you can set which events you want to be notified about, irregardless of what it detects. Lastly, we have the playback, and you can sort out which events you want to watch or download to your phone. Now, Reolink advertises this to also have the 3D zoom feature, which took me a while to figure out. Now, this pinching out is just digital zoom. The 3D zoom is only available in their client or in their NVR, and not in the app. You go in the PTZ controls, in my NVR in this case, and you will see the 3D zoom feature. And then you can click and hold the mouse to make a square in the area you want the camera to optically zoom in. And now it will adjust its focus, and there. You can zoom in high quality resolution to really know what's going on. Anyways, let's do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of the Reolink RLC-823S1 video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 35, 40, 45, 50. Second test. So this is the video quality of the Reolink RLC-823S1 at night, and this with the 2 spotlights. And this one looks like at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So this is the video quality of the Reolink RLC-823S1 at night, and this with spotlights off, and it has 4 infrared LEDs. And this one looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40, 45. We are going to test the notification speed of the Reolink RLC-823S1, and I'm on my 5G cellular network, and let's check it out. That quick, and there's no rich notification, but when you tap on it, it should open up the live view, and it should load up pretty quick too. And it is 12:50. It's less than a minute, and you can adjust the notification interval. The minimum or the maximum that you set will be every 20 seconds you'll get a notification, so I should be getting a notification again. And it is really quick, Cool. We are going to test the maximum detection distance of the 823S1. I've set the sensitivity to the highest and person detection only. Let's check it out. Let's go right here on my fence line. And all covered. I don't think it will. We'll see if it can see me. No. Oh yeah. It detected me. Cool. Yeah, I'm on the edge right there. All right, you can see me, and I'm on its field of view, and it's actually tracking me now. All right, we're gonna check and try to listen in if we can hear motor noise when the RLC-823S1 pans. Let's start with panning first. Yep, there's some noise to it. How about when it tilts? Yep, there is some noise, but if you are like 5 feet away, you can hear it a little bit. In a quiet night, like this daytime, about if you're like 10 feet away, you will not hear it, but in a quiet night, yeah, you will be able to hear it when it tracks you.
This is the audio quality coming out from the Reolink RLC-823S1. This is the audio quality coming out from the Reolink RLC-823S1.
As to tracking with multiple people, the camera will stay on the first person that it detected. So what do you think? This 823S1 performed well in my testing. Video quality is a Reolink, so it's pretty good in daytime. One thing that I noticed though, I know there's really no sense in comparing this to the older 823A because it is now discontinued, but this S1 uses warmer or more yellow spotlights. And video quality with the spotlights on is not as good as the older 823A. The infrared night vision though is pretty good, which is the one I'll recommend using instead of the spotlights. It still has the panning motor and gear noise like the older 823A, which for this heavy and bigger camera, I think this is unavoidable. Also, if you are using and running this big old camera, you're not hiding it. You're making sure that anyone that steps in your property knows that they are being recorded and being followed. So being noisy is not really a bad thing for this camera anyways. Now I'll talk about the zoom because some of you might assume that this camera automatically zooms in when it detects someone, which is not the case. Reolink cameras that have optical zoom lens, and most likely other cameras as well, cannot automatically zoom in because even if it does, there is and always going to have a lag when the camera focuses. And this is because it has physical motors on the lens. You can, however, manually zoom in during live view, and you can also set it in your preset positions. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.